My brother broke my $1,500 laptop, and my parents didn't care, so I got revenge. All right, let me tell you about one of the most frustrating moments of my life. You know when you work hard for something, like really hard, and then someone comes along and just destroys it without a second thought? Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. Let me set the stage for you. I've always been the type of person who values hard work. My parents didn't just hand me things on a silver platter. I had to earn them. And honestly, I didn't mind. It felt good to know that when I wanted something, I could work for it and make it happen. So about a year ago, I decided I wanted a laptop. Not just any laptop, though. I wanted something powerful, something I could use for school, for gaming, for editing videos, for everything. I did my research, compared specs, read reviews, and finally settled on the perfect one. The price? $1,500. Now, for some people, that might not seem like a lot, but for me, that was a huge amount of money. I didn't have a steady job or anything like that. I had to get creative. I started doing odd jobs around the neighborhood, mowing lawns, babysitting, even cleaning out garages. I sold some of my old stuff online. I skipped buying snacks at school, didn't go out with friends as much, and basically saved every single penny I could. It took me over a year, but eventually I had enough. I can't even describe how excited I was when I finally ordered it. I remember tracking the delivery every single day, refreshing the page like a maniac. And when it arrived, oh, it was like Christmas morning. I opened the box, and there it was, shiny, sleek, and perfect. I spent hours setting it up, customizing everything, and just admiring it. That laptop wasn't just a gadget to me. It was a symbol of my hard work and determination. But then, disaster struck. Let me introduce you to my little brother. He's 12 years old, and let's just say he's a handful. He's one of those kids who thinks the world revolves around him. You know the type, right? He's always getting into trouble, always testing boundaries, and somehow, always getting away with it. One day he came into my room and saw my laptop. His eyes lit up like he'd just found buried treasure. He asked if he could use it to play some game, and I immediately said no. I mean, come on. I know how careless he is. I've seen him drop his phone, spill drinks on the couch, and leave his stuff lying around like it's indestructible. There was no way I was letting him near my laptop. But do you think he listened? Of course not. A few days later, I came home from school, walked into my room, and froze. My laptop was on the floor. The screen was cracked, the keyboard was dented, and it wouldn't even turn on. It was completely destroyed. I stormed out of my room, and there he was, sitting on the couch like nothing had happened. I confronted him, and you know what he said? It fell. That's it. No apology, no remorse, nothing. Just it fell. I was furious. I mean, this wasn't just some cheap toy. It was $1,500. I worked for over a year to buy it, and he broke it in seconds. But here's the kicker. When I told my parents, they didn't do anything. They just shrugged it off and said, "He's a kid. Let it go." Let it go? Are you serious? I couldn't believe it. I felt so betrayed. It wasn't just about the laptop. It was about the principle. I worked so hard for something, and no one cared that it was taken away from me. That night I sat in my room, staring at the broken laptop, and I made a decision. If no one else was going to hold him accountable, I would. But I wasn't going to just yell or fight with him. No, I wanted to teach him a lesson he'd never forget. And that's where the real story begins.